Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we will be solving the problem of the day, that is fruits into baskets. Second, this is easy type problem. So let's start. So the problem states you are given two array of integers, fruits and baskets, each of length n. So let's suppose we have two arrays. So this is fruits array, this is baskets array, and both array has same length n. Suppose n equal to 3, where fruits of I represent the quantity of ith type of fruit. It states that fruits of ith represent quantity. So each value in fruits represent quantity of that fruit type, and each index of fruits represent type. Okay. For an example, if we have 1, 2, 3, so type 0, that index represent type. So type 0 have one fruit, type 1 have two fruit, type 3 have three fruits, like this. And baskets array, each value represent capacity of basket. But there are some rules. First rule is each fruit type must be placed in the leftmost available basket. So suppose we are at first index, and now we will check, can we insert 2 into here? Yes, we can. So basically it states that we can't enter 2 here, but we can. If we see without the rule, we can, because here also capacity is greater than 2, but in question it is already mentioned that firstly we have to fill leftmost basket. Firstly, we have to fill leftmost available basket. Okay. What is second rule? Second rule is each basket can hold only one type of fruit. Okay. Third, if a fruit type cannot be placed in any basket, it is unplaced. Okay. So what we have to return? We have to return the number of fruit types that remain unplaced after all possible allocations are made. So if we take this example, firstly we are at here, and for 4 we have to check, can we insert 4 here? No, because 3 is less than 4. Then we have to come here, can we insert 4 here? Yes. So we can insert 4 here. You can also say we can insert 4 in the last here, but there is rule that we have to fill leftmost available basket. Now we have to increment this. Now we are at 2. Can we fill 2 here? Yes, we can fill 2 here. Then we have to increment. Then we have to check, can we insert 5 to here? But we can't enter 5 in the first basket because one basket can hold only one type of fruits. So we can't check here. We can't check here. This basket is empty and capacity is less than our fruits. So we can't insert 5 here also. So if you see, now we have traversed the whole baskets array, but still 5 is not placed in any basket. So 5 is unplaced. And if you see, output is 1, not 5. we have to return number of types of fruit. So this is one type of fruit. We do not need to return quantity. We have to return how many number of types of fruit are unplaced. So only one type of fruit which has type 2 according to index. So answer is 1. So now let's look into the code. So simply we know for each fruit quantity we have to check in the baskets array that where we can store. So we have to start a loop for fruits array. Then for each element of fruits we have to start another loop to check in the baskets. And here we are checking if our basket capacity is greater than quantity of particular fruit type, then only we are setting it to 0, and also we are setting this basket to 0 because we know each basket can hold only one type of fruit. We are making it 0 so that in further operation we can't use that basket which already holds specific type of fruits, because if you see constraints, fruits of I cannot less than 1. That means fruits of I always greater than 0. So our basket size should be greater than equal to 1 to hold minimum fruits. So that's why we are making it invalid so that we can't use for further operations. And then we are breaking this loop because now we do not need to go furthermore in baskets if we already get the basket to store it. Now, after completing this outer loop, simply we have to check how many unplaced fruit types. So how we can check? We know placed fruits, we have already marked them at 0. So simply if in fruits of I, if any element greater than 0, that means this type of fruit is unplaced. So simply increase the count. So now simply we need to return that count. So I hope you understood everything about code and problem, and these three steps you need to follow. For each element of fruits we have to look in baskets from left to right. In second step we have to mark our basket and element as 0 if they are placed to follow the rules. Then third step is at last we have to count the unplaced type of fruits. How? Value which are greater than 0, that are our unplaced fruit type. So let's talk about the time complexity and space complexity. So we are using nested loops. So simply for each element we are again traversing the basket array, and both array has same length, so time complexity is big of n square. And also because at last we are checking in the whole fruit array that how many fruit types are unplaced. But here n square is a dominating term, so we can ignore it. So our time complexity is big of n square. Space complexity, so we are not using any extra space, so simply space complexity is big of 1. So that's all about this lesson. If you have any doubt you can comment us. Thank you for watching.